This arc in Gintama was satisfying for quite a few reasons. Not only was it content and showing us some rather quite good fight animation and choreography, but telling an intricate story about a child wanting to find a familial presence. And we got to see some other sides of Kagura and other characters, introducing quite a few, and building up towards what I'm assuming is going to be some sort of standoff between the two Yato siblings. And that's completely ignoring why I think 98% of us are watching this, to see Shinpachi dressed up as a woman once again. Should we see more Gintama? I believe so. I wonder if Gintoki is going to have to take a few days of bed rest after some of the blows that he took in the last episode. To be fair, he stood up against the the strongest of the Yatos, and even took a direct blow. And that's saying something, considering we've already seen them effortlessly punching a hole through people, really, isn't it? So now imagine the damage that can be done by a several-ton umbrella. What materials would it be made of to be able to support its own weight? It also brings up the question of, are they going to have to do the whole Kagura fighting against her own instincts again in a future storyline, when things are truly against the wall? I think that whoever invents suntan lotion, sunblock, etc., giving it to the Yato would make quite the killing, wouldn't they? They'd be set for life with the money they'd get off of that. That is, I think I said it before, but gross in a multitude of ways. And still, in his darkness, the one light he had was the one that he mistreated so badly. Although, I don't really feel any sympathy for him. Who carried her over there? Because she didn't walk. Don't stare at me with that face. Don't stare at the sun, though. Doesn't do nice things to your eyes. fighting against what he wanted most. To be fair, how many of us could resist a nice nap in the sun? And that is how his legacy is going to be remembered. As a fool. Well, and someone who built a underground cesspool. By the way, congratulations, Kentucky. And with that, is your job here done, or? Well, it would take a lot more than just a change in leadership. Without it being completely brought down to its roots and rebuilt into something different. I don't think you can personify the sun quite so easily, but I get it. Stepping up to that mantle quickly. I wonder if all he needs is a slap around the face. I kind of agree with that. Like, whenever I'm eating, there's stuff that I don't particularly like. You save the best till last. I guess they don't exchange Christmas cards or anything. Oh, you did survive, the fool. If you put it like that, sure. It's hard to make a comment on that one, though. Kagura herself is fighting against the Yato blood, and he doesn't want to go against and fight other Yatos, so in his own way, he's also having that fight. So, is anyone going to go talk to the father? That pipe didn't deserve anything. Are we going to see him in the future with a prosthetic arm? There is the whole shonen spirit being able to fight against the odds, which basically Gintoki is 100% inhabited by. Not with pure strength, but strength with other means. Kind of like the talk from No Game of Life, where humans are weak, but we use that weakness to make it our own strength. Fair enough. It's a troublesome request, yes, I understand. If he got the interest of Kamui, then that should be reason enough. The words of a dying old man. I wonder if he'll actually take it on. Or completely brush it off. But we saw before that is a lonely path to tread, isn't it? To be the strongest. Okay. Umibozo? Something like that. Okay. Stick him under the sun. I'm not sure if that was for his benefit or his ruin. No, you're gonna die first. Yes, fight over that. That seems important. Yeah, it wasn't a straight one-on-one. That would be quite difficult. Oh, really? I guess as a way to distract the higher-ups, maybe. That's the plan they came up with. Hmm. Have they put up safety railings at the top of that big hole? It's quite a way to fall, isn't it? Yeah, and he's not the one that came up with that plan. It was the other guy. Yeah, tell that to the next hundreds or so episodes. What blood type are the Yato? Can they get transfusions? Might be a way around it. The silence as a response. Half the time it's because Gintoki's not interested in falling asleep. The other is because he's actually being somewhat reverent. Would he still be able to hand down that same punishment? A good word of advice here. Generally, to reach the tomorrow, don't die. Is Shinpachi just wrapping things up and giving us exposition? It's some fiendish plan. I'll just add another layer of responsibility on Gintoki's shoulders there. Will they be able to, / do they want to reintegrate kind of thing into the normal life? Based on someone who has lived that life as a leader rather than some diktat. It's trying its best. Yes, it's their choice, so... Who? I don't want to see who's on the... I definitely didn't want to see who's on the receiving end. It seems like the public indecency laws are quite lax. Seta. Toy shop? Toy shop. Yeah, I didn't... Yeah, why would they need a... yeah, it's a toy shop. Don't run with those things. You could cause some injury. Oh. I see you keep it in a safe place. And everyone had a nice laugh. I'd like it if it didn't keep running past the screen, but at least it was still pixelated for that, 2 frames. I suppose at least he'd get the get that toy free of charge. Don't think it could really be resold. That's still up for debate. But now that Gintama has delved into the sordid, dark side of life, I guess, what's going to be next on the chopping block? And I wonder if Kamui was actually slightly upset he didn't get to have a proper to the death battle with Hosen. But we definitely need more of dancing in the rain with frolicking with her umbrella Kagura moments, don't we? Fun little distractions from the dire straits that the world is in. Both in Gintama and reality at the minute. I'm guessing that would be the last episode of this big arc, which means that the next one is probably going to be something quite dumb, to counterbalance. So it should be fun. As long as it's not 20 minutes of a freeze frame, them talking with the camera just outside the office. And there was a nice balance between the slow speeches and the action scenes in this arc. And some of the art direction was amazing as well. If only the aspect ratio was... well, But that's one big danger off the scene, I guess. A nice, relaxing toast to celebrate. I think you've earned a nap. Ginpachi sensei? It's been a while. Yeah. I mean, Umbozo had darkened hair. Is that the complaints box? It was more metaphorical than literal. Yeah, don't even respond to that one. Do your best. Gintoki handles criticism... well, Ginpachi sensei handles criticism quite well. Just throw it in the bin. Done. Does seem to be a waste of paper though. I am almost certain that it's not the last we are going to see of many of those characters. The only issue is, by the time they re-emerge, I'm not going to remember their names. Not like I remember them now, granted, but it's going to be even worse. But if you enjoyed Gintama, and there's ample reason why you should, please let me know. Leaving a like on the video and maybe even a comment down below is a great way to show. And if you did that, it would boost my spirits slightly because, well, for me, it's very rare that I ever get to see a nice sunny evening and take a nap in it because, well, that's Britain. It might actually get to the point where if the sun did come out, I'd just flake up and disintegrate like the Night King. But that's not the end of Gintama for this week, and if you want to make sure not to miss what's coming up, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. But after the heart-pumping action we got in this one, are we going to have something to calm down to, or just see mindless inanity? Or the Gintama tradition of both? Get some rest. I guess I'll see you there. If you want to help support me to make sure that I never go into the lucrative trade of adult toys and entertainment, then consider helping me out on Patreon. Because so far, Sal, Raywin, Denwick1997, She-Man, Stinsfire, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Big Boy, Dark Shadow 7899, and everyone else have been the enthusiastic assistant running through the street showing off the products. So thank you.